Hello everyone, this is the episode of NodeJS and Mongodb episode. Today I'm going to answer, if possible, I'm going to answer more than 5 questions. The first question is, what is Node.js? Actually, Node.js is a open source JavaScript runtime environment which actually use as a it's actually a cross-platform, which is actually a JavaScript runtime environment, which actually can communicate the front end and back end. Actually, it works as a bridge. It can actually send data to backend and receive data from the backend, and Node.js used V8 Google Chrome V8 engine. Mr. Randall, who introduced this idea. Early in the days, actually, JavaScript only used for interactive website in the front end, but in backend nowadays we can use Node.js, and I think that's it for Node.js. What is the difference between Node.js and JavaScript? There are a few basic difference. I think two things are very different. Suppose JavaScript is a scripting language, and which actually interactive, which actually make the front-end website interactive. JavaScript, on the other hand, Node.js is a runtime environment, which Node.js utilize the JavaScript as a programming language, and it can run the JavaScript code outside of the browser. JavaScript actually can add HTML element and manipulate the DOM elements. On the other hand, Node.js doesn't do such kind of performance. JavaScript can run on any browser. On the other hand, Node.js utilize the Google V8 engine to parse and run the JavaScript. And JavaScript purely used before Node.js. JavaScript is used for front-end purpose, and Node.js used for backend purpose to develop the backend server. Node.js single-threaded or multi-threaded? Actually, Node.js is a single-thread function. It means that it can perform only one task at a time, though it seems inefficient way to perform to manage multiple tasks, but it actually a good thing, because it can you can avoid concurrency events, and to perform multitask, JavaScript use another mechanism which called worker module. We will discuss about those later. What is NPM? NPM actually is a node package manager. There are millions of packages in node package NPM website, official website. you can go there and use sorry, you can use them as you want. And Node.js, npm has two types of packages. One is CLI tool, which stands for uh, common line integration, and the other is online Git online repository. And npm actually is very helpful for actually building application based on Node.js and React. Those. What is the purpose of database? Actually, database, there are lots of purpose, and without database nowadays a website is like a dead website. And the purpose is to reduce the data inconsistency and redundancy. This is the first purpose. It enhances the data access. It dictates the data isolation. It can prevent the data loss. It can increase the security. These are the actual purpose. There are few more purpose, but I have mentioned few of them. SQL versus NoSQL. What are the differences? SQL represents the relational database. On the other hand, NoSQL represents the non-relational databases. SQL databases is scalable in vertical way, but NoSQL database is scalable in horizontal way. Structured query language is used for SQL database, which actually have a predefined schema. On the other hand, NoSQL has it use dynamic schema, and NoSQL is appropriate for unstructured data. SQL can perform better for multi-row transactions, and on the other hand, NoSQL is better for unstructured data. There is a question that why should we use Node and MongoDB with React, not MySQL. Actually, it's not mandatory to use Node and MongoDB to use with React. But why do we use? Because React, MongoDB, and Node.js, they have one thing in common. That is, they all use JavaScript to build their environment. So whenever you are going to develop any application, you don't need to learn another language. This is the main strength of using Node and MongoDB with React project. On the other hand, why not MySQL? MySQL is a actually, if you would like, you can't make connection directly to Mongo and MySQL. You need to create a third-party system. It might be Ajax. This is why we don't use MySQL. What do you do if our server site crash? Actually, we take three subsequent actions. We have to find the root cause to solve this problem. We have to fix the issue. We have to take initiative to prevent the future crash, and we will contact to the hosting provider. How a API works. uh, API works. The main part of API is to exchange information between data and server side and client side. It actually works as a bridge. It's actually a communicative function. API stands for Application Programming Interface. And how does it work? Suppose you are want to log in into YouTube. First, YouTube actually is creates connection between devices. What is CRUD? CRUD actually is a synchrony of 4 things. One is create, read, update, and delete. What does create? Create enables user to insert new information in the database. Read, it gives access to search and retrieve information from the database. Update, it is used to modify the existing data or insert data. Delete is it removes data from the database. I think I covered more than 5 questions. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.